Hey, what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're about to start playing some Tennis World Tour 2. I got sent a key for this. The game isn't out until the 24th in Europe and the UK, but the video goes up, I think, on the 22nd. So a little bit before release, the developers were kind enough to send us over a key. They also sent me a key for some add-ons, a couple of extra players apparently, and one of the licensed stadiums. So they're in the game as well, but I'd imagine that's DLC. I don't know. There's a few options that I'm going to run through. I've played a couple of matches of this and I'm terrible, but I thought I'd do a video, show you the game, show you the options and go from there. So exhibition mode, obviously you can play singles or doubles, and you can choose to play one of any number of players. If we have a look here, we've got some real players. I guess these are all real players. I don't know. I haven't followed tennis for quite a while. You can see there's the ladies and the men, but there you go. I've heard of some of these. Kyle Edmund, I've heard of him, but there you go. Eric Jackson, he's our player. You can see he's ranked 20. I'm guessing he's not ranked 21st. I'm guessing that's his skill level, right? I don't know. Anyway, so we won't play an exhibition. You've got career mode. We'll come back to that in a second. You could set up a tournament. You could play Roland Garros. I'm guessing that's the officially licensed stadium. So we'll do that, and we'll have a quick look at the stadium. We won't play the game because I'm going to show you the career mode in a second. So these things are interesting. These are cards. Now they cost in-game currency, as you can see here. These are sort of showing what the points, the cards are worth. So I'm just going to add some of these in, I think, and we'll come back to some of them in a bit because I don't know what they do. Oh, hold on. I can only put that one there. Is that what you're telling me? There we go. We'll put you there. And agility, we'll put you over here. Right. I don't really know what these do or how to use them, but there you go. Cards are in, so we can use the D-pad to use those. They give various skill boosts and stuff. We can start a match. We're up against Jürgen Krantz. He'll have some cards, I'm sure of it, before we start. I'm just going to go into the game and we'll just have a quick look because I'm guessing Roland Garros is the licensed material, and that will be quite interesting to see. There we are, Nadal coming out to the court right now. Before that lady wasn't wearing a top. She would appear to be looking through binoculars that she didn't have. Did you notice that? There you go, look. She hasn't got any binoculars, but she seems to be looking. So we're gonna play this. We'll just play a couple of shots. We won't play too much. I will just talk you through some of the controls as we go, and then we'll revisit the menu and look at the career mode and the other options. So serving, I can press the button and a little option comes up. I can then press the button again and hold it, and as I do, another little icon on the screen will pop up, and that's where I need to release the button, the sort of the arc of the throw. So here we go. We'll take the shot now. I'm not going to aim this. I'm just gonna hit it. There's the icon, and I want to release the ball as close to that as possible. And then we get some timing of shots. Oops, I wasn't really paying attention then. So we get some timing of shots. So by
0-15.
all right, that was loud. By moving left and right, obviously with the D-pad. If I hold the button down, I'll do a power shot. If I just tap it, I'll do a more accurate shot. But as you can see, I wasn't very good, and I'm not very good. Okay, we got a reasonable timing shot in there and a terrible one in there, and that's pretty much par for the course for me. I don't quite get the. What did she say? Did she swear?
15.
Okay, so it's 15 all, and that was out. Obviously, let's do another serve. X and B do flat and slice shots, and Y is a lob. I don't think I've pressed Y yet, and I would love to get a shot that's timed correctly to show you what that looks like. Another one that was out. Good. We'll just play the first game of this. Let's use one of these things. Reduces the opponent something or other. There we go. We use two cards. Okay, fine. Let's get this one in. again. Now we're benefiting, you'll notice that we're benefiting from Nadal being excellent at tennis. That means even though all of these shots that are too late, they're going in. Apart from that one.
40-30.
Okay. I don't quite know what I need to do to get a shot on timing, other than time it, obviously. But I don't know where in the animation that, oh Christ, that is. Oh, typically where the one where I'm running around trying to get the ball. He's hit that one out, and we've won the first game, right?
Jeu, Nadal.
Not sure about the announcer, but there you go. So there's Roland Garros. That's the actual stadium. Animation-wise, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to go back to the main menu. You'll see that we were playing on normal difficulty. Animation-wise, I think it's pretty good. However, I have this thing where the games I've played, and it's more obvious in the actual when you're playing with a player who isn't at the top of the skill tree. Let's just quickly have a look at the other things. So we've got Tennis School. This has just got some tutorials in. You'll see that I've done some. I haven't done all. Maybe that would benefit me, but we'll come back to that. If I come down here, there's My Player. So we created a My Player when we went to career. There's My Cards, which you've just seen. There's Store. Now you'll notice here that we can buy cards. So you'll notice that up in the top right, we've got some money in the bank. And as you can see, it does look like it's all in-game currency, although I don't know if that's going to change. So just bear that in mind. I haven't heard anything about microtransactions, but this feels a little bit weird to me, having card packs for improving players' stats and more importantly for making other players worse. That seems a little weird to me. User profile will just tell us a bit about the stats that we played, but we're going to go into career now. We're in a little bit away into the career. I played like 2 games and lost. I'm really not very good. But this is an exhibition match. I'm just going to simulate this because he's considerably better than me. And then you'll notice that there's a tournament up here. We need 1,125 to open it, the Big 5 Durban Open. And we can enter this, but it's a 2-star tournament. So I'm guessing whoever we find is going to be better than us. But as you can see here, we've got room to put a card in. So let's use our agility card over here. I can't use the agility card. How do I put a card in? How do I change hand? Why? Okay. Oh no, how do I? There we go. Okay, can I put one of these in here? I don't think I can. There we go. We'll put you in there. I don't know what you do, but we'll put you in there. Okay, so we can have a look at who we've got in the tournament. So we've got B. Ashcroft, who's Australian, and let's just get into it. Let's play a tournament in the career mode, and then we'll look at some of the other options in career mode, and then we'll wrap up the video. I haven't won a game yet. I will say that, and one of the things I wanted to talk about is that there's something I don't quite like with the way this game plays. I think it looks very, very good. I think the presentation is great. As you can see, he's better than us. I don't know if that 17 is just us being terrible, or I don't know what that's... I thought it was ranking to begin with, but I'm not sure it is. So let's start the game, and I'll try and see if I can show you what I mean. I think this is just a one game match. But what tends to happen, I find, is because the game is going through the animations, and some of the animations for the hits and hitting the ball back are quite long, especially when you hold the button down. It seems to put you into the animation even if you haven't pressed the button. So let's just play a couple of points and see if we get anywhere. And then when we're inevitably losing, I'll show you what I mean. So that was me pressing the button to do the swing. Out. I thought that was in, but fine.
15 love.
So we're 1 up. I'm going to not press the shot button on this next point. Okay, so I didn't press the shoot button at any point there, and that I find is a little bit weird. the fact that the game will hit the ball back regardless of whether I do it. And what I find really interesting about it is the animation starts and I haven't pressed a button, and then I'm trying to catch up with the animation, and therefore I think that's why I'm always hitting it late or early. I mean, I think it's timing and practice and all the rest of those things, but I feel like that me watching that animation is making me think, oh crap, I need to do something, and I haven't quite done it, and I find it really weird. I find the fact that there is no. All right. I find the fact that there is no sort of trigger of me pressing the button for the player to hit the ball back. I find it a little bit off-putting. And looking at all of the settings, I can't find anything to change that. And that's a bit weird to me. The whole
30-15.
in video games, I tend to like it when I'm in control of what's happening. You don't find a football game where the player will kick the ball regardless of whether you asked him to or not. They don't shoot unless you press the shoot button. In driving games, you don't turn corners unless you turn corners. You might have auto brakes or whatever, or changing gears and all the rest of those things. But they're the things that I find a little bit weird. And that, I don't know whether it's making me better or worse, but it's not what I'm used to, and that I find a little bit off-putting in the game. If you think that could be a problem, then just bear that in mind when you're considering getting this game. Like there, the animation had started before I'd even hit the ball. And then I think, because of that, I think I need to hit the ball earlier. I need to press the button earlier, and then I'm early in the swing. And that can't be right, can it? That just can't be the way it's meant to be. And again, I'm too early and too soon for all of these, and too late, and that's out. Okay. Not ideal. I think the player has just realised that all they need to do is just get the ball back over the net, and they'll win the point. And because of this, I find that playing the power shots is a little bit easier. Oh God. A little bit easier than
Advantage.
than the tap shots, because you're starting the animation early, not the computer doing it. Oh God, that's out. Interestingly, you can dispute decisions. I mean, that was well out, but by pressing the options button, you can request a review, which is quite nice. So it is 2. I'm guessing it's 2. It might be 3 matches or 3 games. So we'll play them. I'd gone the wrong way. Thank God that was out. There we go. We won a point. He hit it out, but we won a point.
15.
Stop bouncing the ball through your legs, you numbnuts. Okay. I went the wrong way. Again. Good.
Love
I
30.
think he's just as bad as me. I don't quite know how to wrap this up other than play out this game and see if there's anything else in the career mode I need to show you. I would suggest that you go and watch someone else play this game, because I am not great at it, and I think that will potentially affect your judgment of it, and I wouldn't want that to be the case. But at the same time, there's something different about this game, and it maybe was in the first one, I don't know. There's something different about this game than I would expect to see in a sports game, which is animations and hitting the ball back before. I guess it's so you just don't look silly, and ultimately the game is doing what it thinks is the right thing, but I think that could have an adverse effect on people who are playing the game, if that makes sense. I don't know what that little icon is at the bottom there.
15 love.
That comes up. going to say, I think that's out. I'm glad it was out because I left it.
30 love.
What I would say is with the computer making the choice of hitting shots when you're not going to hit them, it makes me wonder what the point of the request review of, you know, whether it is in or out,
30,
because
15.
the computer
Quiet, please.
is playing a shot
Thank
if it's
you.
in, regardless. So right, it's going to hit the net because you haven't pressed the button, but the computer is playing that shot regardless of whether you want it to or not, in which case that makes me think that every call is always going to be correct. God damn it. Okay. 30 all.
all.
It's going down to the wire, this one. And it's not been a spectacle, I will say that. That's out. Okay, I'm guessing this is
30,
match point.
40.
Break point, not match point. Yeah. So I think the animation is a big clue as to when you're too late. Because you can see here I was kind of right back swinging for it, and it's difficult to judge based on the way the the ball is bouncing, etc. Nice. Okay.
Love 15.
I wonder if anyone in this game is ever going to win their service game. Don't know what any of these cards do either. Nice. Okay, we'll wrap this one up.
30.
I'm guessing it's the first of 3. So we could be into a big break point session if we win this game. And the last one goes to the wire. But neither of us have won a service game yet, so I think that says a fair amount about us. That's out. That's out all day long.
Love 40.
Break point, 4 break points. 3 break points, 4 break. 15, 30, 3 break points. I can remember what tennis scores were then. There we go. I mean, he's just as rubbish as we are, so...
Game.
Okay. There was a little thing
15
appear on the floor then. I hadn't noticed it before. Whoops. That was way too soon.
15 all.
And that's the thing that's a little bit
Quiet,
tough. It's
please.
just the
Thank you.
judgment of shots. It reminds me a lot. I've been playing PGA 2K, and it reminds me a lot of that. Is, you know, 1 minute you can do something that you think is perfect, and then the next thing, you know, it's all about the timing, and you're not convinced that you've done anything differently. That's the problem. Is this match point?
30.
I don't think this is match point either. Oh no, it's 30. We need to get a 40. I'm an idiot. Oh, there we go. Okay.
15 40.
Now it's no break point again. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll just get to the end of this one, and then we'll wrap up the video. We'll go back into the career mode, so you can just see the other options, and then I feel like I've shown you everything I can show you. Maybe not very well, but I feel I've shown you everything I can show you. Okay. You won that one.
Game.
Okay, so let's head out of here. Yes, we'll leave. So I think we can simulate this. I guess just simulate the rest of it. So they won, not unsurprisingly, and we only had to play one more game. Let's go back to this menu. So obviously you can see there's a tournament. This one is free to enter, and is slightly easier. Exhibition you can play and just get coins. Over here we've got training, so you can go into here and do a series of mini games, and if you get various grades, you obviously get rewards. Here, hiking trail, so you can just do some exercise, gains you endurance and costs some money, and then you can rest. And then up here we've got the calendar of all of the tournaments coming up. We've got the rankings as to who's ranked where. I don't think we're ranked. And then you've got a breakdown of how you've done. I think is that. I don't think there's anything else to show you. I will just show you when I was talking about the game sort of doing the animations without you doing anything. If I go into general settings, I would expect to see something here that turns that off, and there isn't anything that I can see. We can make it harder for ourselves, but we're not very good. So that's pretty much that. I think there is an online mode. I haven't looked at that at all, but you can obviously see you can play an online league, quick match, or custom match. But there you go. There is Tennis World Tour 2. If you like the look of it, it's available on Steam in a couple of days. Again, have a check out of a video of someone who's got some ability at the game playing it, because I'd hate for you to judge the game on my lack of skill. But I just wanted to give you a sort of an overview of what's in the game, and then more importantly my feelings towards some of the decisions made. Again, I have no doubt with some practice, bearing in mind I've probably only played this for about an hour, with some practice I'm sure you'd compensate for all those things. But it's kind of just disconcerting that as you're not swinging, the player is the animation is starting for that swinging. We will just open one of these packs just so you see what it looks like. Let's buy one of these. There's a little slice thing, and then you just get the cards show up. What's weird about this is it doesn't show me what the card is. I'd expect the text at the top here just to say, this one gives you a super duper smash or whatever. But to figure that out, you have to go back to my cards and then try and find the cards that you've got. And from what I could tell, there isn't anything that highlights that they're new, I don't think. So it's just little things like that could be better. I'm not sure how I feel about the cards at all. Again, it could have been in the first game, I don't know. Tennis World Tour, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you're going to check this out, please let me know in the comments if it's it's the kind of game you like, or if you're unsure on it. If you played the first one, I'd love to know. Please hit the like button. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you.